Just a reminder, these rankings are based on the ESPN Fantasy app projections and do not reflect the feelings of us or our affiliates. Basically, ESPN said my draft sucked because they don't know shit.
They don't know shit about football.
Shit about football.
Welcome to this episode of ESPN doesn't know shit about football.
She doesn't know that I'm not okay.
Freddie, name a sport.
Science.
And with that, Matt.
All right, number one in the fantasy rankings this week, James Wilson with Bed Bath & Bijan.
Hello, sports fans, and welcome to another season, the 2023-2024 season, NFL season of the Loop Power Rankings, brought to you by 36 Pitch Productions from the NoHo Arts District Studios in Southern California's beautiful San Fernando Valley.
I'm Brian Burns.
I'm Brian Burns.
I'm Lickety Split.
This is Lickety Split, our guest host for the day.
Still Matt Vega.
Welcome back, football fans. I hand you Lickety Split.
Welcome back, football fans. It's another exciting year for the Loop Fantasy Football League as we have wrapped up yet another draft.
Woo!
And are preparing for the opening Sunday
Woo!
of the 2023-24.
It's the most special time of the year.
The most wonderful.
Ah.
I'm merely Brian Burns.
I'm merely Brian Burns.
I'm merely Lickety Splits. And next to me is the great and powerful Matt Vega.
That way.
This one.
Hey.
And we begin this season with a couple of replacement owners. Please welcome to the Loop family, David Olsen.
David Olsen!
Not related to the Olsen twins.
Right.
We don't know that.
We don't know that. Well done, Matt. Can we get tech
Can
on
we
that,
roll
please?
backwards?
You know what? We'll fix it.
Fix it.
We'll
do it in
Go ahead
post.
from the,
David Olsen. We just talked about him.
Yeah.
Sporting the team moniker, Oaktown Black Hole.
Which may be a sexual reference, and which they want everybody to know it's encouraged in this league. So great job, Mary Kate, or Ashley, or David, whoever you may be.
Well done, Oaktown B-holes. Okay, and we also become... no, we don't become Rachel Holland. We welcome Rachel Holland,
Wow.
who will be skippering... Sorry?
With our arms wide open.
With our arms wide open! Skippering the fantasy football ship, Touchdowns-a-lot-amous.
And that's a very wholesome, humorous name. Not necessarily encouraged, but tolerated. So
Right.
Thank you for that.
It makes you think of the Tyrannosaurus Rex arms. I make a bed. I make a bed. I make a bed.
We'll have more on team names after the segment with our new guest host, Lickety Splits, and evaluating what she believes are good or bad team names for you guys.
Correct.
Yep.
Carrying on, Matt. This was also our first draft using keepers. And while only 50% of the teams tried to participate, someone couldn't read the rules and got their keeper picks mixed in too late.
Was it me?
Sage!
It wasn't you. It was.
Sorry.
You smell that? It smells like we've cleared the room, Sage.
farted.
We anticipate more teams to take advantage and have maybe even drafted with that in mind this season. Now, with new league business out of the way, let's get to the Week 1 Power Ranking.
All right, let's run through this. Thank you very much, Brian.
Matt.
Just a reminder, these rankings are based on the ESPN Fantasy app projections and do not reflect the feelings of us or our affiliates. Basically, ESPN said my draft sucked because they don't know shit.
They don't know shit about football.
Shit about football.
Welcome to this episode of ESPN doesn't know shit about football.
She doesn't know that I'm not okay.
Freddie, name a sport.
Science.
And with that, Matt.
All right, number one in the fantasy rankings this week, James Wilson with Bed Bath & Bijan. They don't call him the commish for nothing. James proved once again that he runs this league by sitting at the number one spot to open the season, picking at number 5. James managed an impressive haul with the top dog QB Patrick Mahomes, rookie sensation,
Woo!
Hopefully for James.
Captain
and
Ketchup.
also current team namesake Bijan Mustard Robinson.
Woo!
He's got ketchup and mustard on
Oh
his
my
team.
God.
Holy shit, just picked up on that.
What's up, hot dogs and hamburgers? Let's go.
The first to exercise his keeper option by holding on to Tony Pollard and Chris Olave, giving up only a 6th and 7th round pick, giving his team great value before even making his first pick.
Oh.
Christian Watson. Imagine that.
Imagine that.
Christian Watson, Aaron Jones, and David Njoku round out stellar starters, and Quentin Johnson, Zay Flowers, and DJ Moore lurk on the bench of this stacked lineup. James opens the season against the legend himself, Clint!
Big Papa Pump.
Get it?
Holla, if you hear me. Show me those puppies.
And it's in an all-out, no-holds-barred cage match, brother!
Oh, yeah. Freddie, who's your favorite WWE wrestler?
Richard Simmons.
Yes! Number 2, Chantal Wilson. So good it hurts. There must be something in the water in that house as First Lady Chantal Wilson starts the season as number 2 in the power rankings. And why not? With the first overall pick after winning last season's losers bracket, Chantal wisely selected consensus number 1, Justin, moving on up, Jefferson.
Not to be confused with just Van Moondance Jefferson.
Not to be, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Then, team namesake Jalen Hurts fell comfortably in her lap to combine with last year's keeper Garrett Wilson to create an immediate, I don't read this before they read it, an immediate monster of a passing attack.
What is she keeping?
She's keeping her heart intact.
Yeah.
Football.
Mix on leads of the running backs with Rashad White and potential steal Miles Sanders filling the RB2 and flex spots. Still football. Yes. Who is she keeping? Did she have keepers? She had keepers.
Sure, so yeah, it's coming up.
Great. Matt.
Yes.
You actually read it.
Last year's keeper Garrett Wilson. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you did.
You got it. It's Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
I just wanted to actually answer your question. I want you to know that you are valued.
I don't know what a keeper is.
Yes. A keeper
Neither
is
did half the team.
That's true.
Half the league.
For those of you who are just joining us, keepers are people from last season's roster that you keep on your current roster.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're holdovers.
Yes, they're holdovers
Right,
that
right,
take
right,
up one draft sooner in the draft
Okay.
from when they were drafted last year, even
it.
if it's from a different team,
You
which
learned.
I learned too late. Matt, number 3.
Number 3, Rachel Holland, touchdowns-a-lot-amous. Number 3 is newcomer Rachel Holland and her team Tallow. Because it was easier than writing that out again.
Tallow.
Rachel takes over for the dearly departed Abed, last year's champion.
Oh
He
my
didn't
God.
die or anything. He just didn't respond after taking all our money. And
You just cashed his check and bounced. Thanks, guys. Had a good time. Fuck off.
Anyway, Rachel turned that 12-pick turnaround into a very solid roster before injuries started creeping in. Receivers Devontae Adams and Cooper Kupp started to draft off hot. Joe Burrow at QB had this team looking like a potential juggernaut. Sneaky good picks at running back like James Conner, David Montgomery, and a top 5 tight end like George Kittle. Also looks like trouble. Kittle. That's a nice name. For the rest of if you have shiny things too, you can just accurately use it.
If everybody claps their hands, Freddie will start to float.
And you can say, if you all believe. However, Burrow's
Didn't
coming.
believe hard enough.
Lickety split.
Now she's dead.
Don't tell them my real name.
However, Burrow's coming off a calf injury to start the season, and backup Tua Tagovailoa has a well-documented issue with concussions.
Yes.
With Kittle's injury history and a lingering hamstring issue with Kupp, Rachel is going to need a strong bench throughout the season.
Rachel! Good luck with that. Rachel! I always think of Batman. With a Rachel! Which is my... Number 4, David, Mary Kate or Ashley Olsen, Oaktown B-holes. Newcomer Oaktown Black Hole takes over for Eric this season. Eric left the league to pursue great fulfillments in life and no longer be subject to our ridicule and and mockery for his fantasy football deficiencies. Sorry.
You're really
And
funny.
and we don't blame him.
No.
He will be missed.
Yeah.
That is genuine. It's in print. It's right here.
I mean it.
I could show you. He will be missed.
will be
So, we are just going to have to shit on Sage twice as much. Good one, Matt.
Yeah.
Nicely done. Back to Davis's black hole. 2 strong running backs in the King, Derrick Henry, and rookie Jahmyr Gibbs, who looks to have a prominent role 9th Lions offense early on. Josh Allen, a QB, has the ability to be league MVP. You think so?
Yep.
Man, he always
Yeah.
falls a little short.
Yeah,
The Bills are a big question mark.
But he
this
does
year.
everything for the Bills.
That's true. And fantasy points leader at QB and cannot be overlooked. Tight end Darren Waller should enjoy a resurgence with the G-Man, and Lockett and Godwin are home run hitters at the wide receiver spot. Now, home run happens in baseball, not football.
Yeah, that was
I
an
don't want to
analogy.
confuse anybody
It was a metaphor.
for anybody at home. The ageless and always productive Brandon Cooks.
Fucking love that
Cookie
guy.
headlines the
Cookie.
bench, but there isn't a whole lot of production
cookies right
beyond that. Matt.
All right, number 5, Mike the Machine Mellon. With the Hawk Bloggers at number 5 this week, Mike's Hawk Bloggers team always brings his A game on draft day, and this year was no different, starting with value keepers and Justin Fields, who only cost him like a 10th round pick, I think, and D-Hop, who was also maybe a 7th round. Either way, great value. This opened up Mike's draft so he could grab best available and secured studs in a healthy Saquon, an angry Stephon Diggs, and an incredibly productive Mark Andrews.
Woo!
There's a youth movement on the bottom of the roster with a lot of unproven high upside talent like Jahan Dotson, not Japan,
Jahan!
Zach
Matt, you
Charbonnet.
have to read what is on the prompter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Japan Dotson, Zach Charbonnet, Romeo Dobbs, and Javonte Williams with still high but barely top 5 ranking and so much low floor, high ceiling talent. This really feels like the quintessential Mike Millen team.
He always drafts really well.
Yeah,
he
does.
knows
Yeah.
football.
And it's a lot of boomer bust guys and then a lot of trusted veterans, and he does well, and it makes it hard on the league.
That's what Lickety Split was saying right before we turned on the camera.
That's exactly what she was
I mean,
saying.
basically, Matt just stole what. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what men do, right? We take
Yeah.
what they do and we take all the credit for it. Number 6,
She's okay.
Sage Anderson. Speaking of women taking all the credit, Texas Hill Country, giddy up! At the halfway point, we have Sage and her newly named Texas Hill Country. Giddy up! Boom! While the squad from Texas Hill might lack sizzle outside of the namesake, I think, Tyreek the Streak Hill. There is a very high floor across this roster, starting with Mr. Value Pick himself, Kirk Cousins.
I love Kirk Cousins!
Oh my God!
I love Kirk Cousins!
We love Kirk Cousins!
Kirk Cousins loves musical theater.
Oh my God! Kirk Cousins
Kirk
loves...
Cousins used to play, wait.
Come in when you find it. Come in when you find it.
We're on the edge of our
I
seat.
know
I know.
football!
Lickety, come on.
Kirk Cousins.
DC, the DC.
He used to play
the DC team.
the DC team for
The name got changed because it was horrible.
the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
Yes, and
Before
he-
they were the Commanders.
and
but
he-
then he was the QB.
Yes,
Yes, he
that
was.
is correct. And yes, and now he's on the Vikings, and he has.
Yes.
However, though he changes teams, he has always been a musical theater fan.
Yeah.
Well done, thank you, Lickety Split.
We love you, Kirk.
The running backs are stout with Ramondre Stevenson and the very underrated Alexander Mattson, who could very well become the steal of the draft. This allowed Sage to bring aboard Reclamation Project and one of the biggest question marks in the league, running back, goddamn Cam Akers. CD Lamb and the fuck his first name, Pat, who gives a shit, Fryermuth, round out a solid, if not spectacular, starting roster with breakout candidates Sky Moore, Darnell Mooney, and Juju Smith-Schuh. Thank you for letting me say his name. All waiting on the bench to contribute. Matt!
All right, I'm going to do 2 in a row. Brian's going to do 2 in a row, and then I'm going to close out the last 2.
Fantastic.
Number 7, Dane Amoshe. We just learned it's actually pronounced a manker, like canker sore.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Danker.
Or danker.
Wanker.
There you go.
A manker the wanker.
Oh, yes.
God damn it. At
Oh,
number 7.
look at that rookie contribution. Look at the production value already.
Dane a manker and his team fiercely named Dane a manker. Dane finds himself suspiciously low on this list, despite having some very heavy firepower of Justin Herbert, Najee Harris, and DK Metcalf.
Can I ask a question?
Ask
Yes.
away.
What is this list?
This list is, we are introducing the team names of the individuals in the Loop Power Rankings Fantasy Football League.
Trademarked.
But these are singular people? Or
These are
teams?
people who have, these are the teams
Yeah.
created by people in the league of
Friends
football.
of yours?
Mostly.
Some are friends.
Mostly.
Some,
Oh,
yeah.
Good for you guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some new.
I get it.
some
She's
old.
confused because we're being rude to people. They're friends of
No,
yours?
no.
Oh, no, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Also, you are going to give us your thoughts on these team names at the end of all this.
Yeah. So be thinking
Yeah.
about this.
I don't think we told you that when we started.
I didn't understand.
I didn't
But
understand
now
the assignment.
I get it. Sorry,
We'll
keep
walk
going.
you through it. It's fine.
I get it now.
All right. Whoa! I just scrolled way down.
Uh,
Okay, here we go.
Time
Perhaps
to... Oh, you found it. Let's get it covered. Go on.
that's a fucking pro, ladies and gentlemen. That's a fucking pro.
Way to pick up the spot.
Perhaps it's because beyond that, there are only role players and not quite superstars. Brandon Ayuk and Drake London have the potential to be the next tier of wide receiver, but it's still a question mark at this point. The injury to Travis Kelce also leaves his team's future uncertain. Jack Conklin will be filling in for the meantime. This week, he'll be facing none other than number 8 on our list, who is the guy on our left. Brian Burns and his team.
I'm Brian Burns.
I'm Brian Burns.
She's not Brian.
I'm Lickety Split.
This is Lickety Split.
Very confused. But look how much enthusiasm.
Look how much fun we're having.
I love science.
And Brian's team here for the pizza.
That's right.
Because he's at least
That's your
honest.
team name.
That's my team name.
Got it. I'm understanding.
I just want to make sure everyone knows I'm here for the pizza.
Which we had last night.
Which we had last night.
Yum.
In perpetuity.
And we had in excess at the draft. And when I say we, I mean we. Because I ate for several people.
Yes. What can you say about Brian's team except at least he didn't hitch his wagon to the Rams again this year?
Yeah.
Instead, he chose the Jaguars.
Hooah!
Yeah. Hey, where's Zach when you need him?
I know, right? Zach. The
Keeper.
immortal Zach Canner.
Keepers Amon-Ra, St. Brown,
Right.
and Christian Kirk may have influenced his decisions as he then went for Trevor Lawrence and Travis Etienne fixed everything.
Fix everything. Everything.
And then I think he just wanted the best names in the league because then he went and got himself superstar tight end TJ Rock'em Sock'em Soap Sock Hopscotch Hawkinson, a potentially healthy and motivated Michael Thomas.
Potentially.
And not to mention his first round pick, fucking leading the league in touchdowns and all-purpose yardage last season, Austin Eckler.
Come get some!
Makes this team a bit more formidable than the ranking implies.
That's true. And can I just say, I fucking hate my team. I never pick teams that I don't like, but I did this year, and I'm trying something new. I look forward to the outcome.
I look forward to
I will
you.
say this, though. I believe in this guy's name that I can't remember right now. What's his name? Trevor Lawrence. I believe in Trevor
I
Lawrence.
believe in that guy who I picked and I can't remember.
Listen, the Jags are going to win their division this year. Number 9,
because
Clint.
it's a junior college division.
Hey, these are college kids? Asking for a friend.
No.
Number 9, Clint Wilson.
Professionals.
Josh Jacobs, Jingleheimer Schmidt. Big Papa Pump, and number 9 is the big man himself. Holla, if you hear me. Show me those puppies. Clint gave Josh Jacobs his rightful home on Clint's roster. Thank goodness.
All
Never
is
felt
right
like-
in the league again.
That's right. Along with the dynamic and incredibly rich Lamar Jackson. Let's see how he does this year
Big old contract.
in that division. Woo! Jalen Waddle. And Deebo Samuel, one half of the most fearsome dynamic duo in sports entertainment history, could have a tremendous impact, but are also very streaky. We'll see if James Cook and Isaiah Pacheco can provide a youthful spark to the RBs. And at number 10, we have Barry Hill, the pick six sucker, the devil's mark, the 3 6s in a row. Number 10, Barry and his ever dangerous pick six sucker, reaching up from the depths of the grave, just in time for the spooky season. Once again, I'm not sure how ESPN is ranking these because on paper, Barry once again assembled an intimidating squad. The new Jersey resident Aaron Rodgers, boo! He lied! Leads the QB room, and he is an army of one, as Barry has chosen the bold strategy of only having one active quarterback. Running backs like Christian McCaffrey and Kenneth Walker, the third, he won my Yale tie, should borrow Barry to rotate the high-handed receiver on his team in the flex spot. After starters T. Higgins and Calvin Ridley, that choice appears to be between Mike Williams, rookie Jordan Addison, Alan Lazard, and Marvin Mims Jr.
Oh, and OBJ is there also.
Oh, and OBJ is there also.
Hardly worth the mention.
Number 11, Matt.
Hey, we're going to do the last two together here because it's my brother's team and my team. 11 auto-picked, and that explains the number 11 ranking. There was Justin Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan
He's back.
Taylor Thomas.
He's back.
Okay.
God damn it, you're so good.
JTT, fucking pro.
Oh my god.
JTT, and then Judge Judy was also drafted onto the team. Injured players that got auto-drafted.
Well,
Yeah.
if she's playing, she would get injured.
She would.
And she doesn't take no shit.
Yeah, but she's also not very limber, so she's going to get injuries.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
You don't know her.
No, like I know her.
Intimately. What's that name? Wasn't even that game Rock, Paper, Scissors?
Number 12 is me. decided that because I hitched my wagon to the Browns, I deserve to be last place once again. I am the superb owl of champions.
Distinguishable by a toothpick.
Yeah. Elijah Moore could be still a draft. That's my opinion because he's brown. Nobody's going to agree with me. Nick Chubb is going to fucking run all over the league, and my team's going to be fantastic. Fuck ESPN for not knowing any better.
I couldn't agree more. I thought so. I was very surprised when they put you last. I was like, what are they thinking? Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to turn to Lickety Split as she's chewing on that Twizzler.
I needed a snack.
Stinking up the place with that lovely cherry smell. What do you think would you rank as the favorite team name?
Okay. Well,
let's. How about this?
3 hours. Since
So let's do this. Let's do this. We're gonna go down team names one at a time.
Oh,
Give
this
us
is
a grade
great.
A to B.
This is great.
Excuse me, A to F.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 1, James Wilson, Bed Bath and Bijan.
Yeah.
A to F. And your brief thoughts on that
Oh,
one.
that's really good.
Lickety.
That's a really good one, especially because Bed Bath and Beyond has recently gone out of business.
Woo!
Oh, James, you're getting shut down.
A little foreshadowing.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm gonna give that a B plus.
B+.
Well
done.
For all the B's.
There you go. Number 2, Chantal Wilson. So good it hurts. And remember, Hurts is a play on the name of Jalen Hurts, her quarterback. A to F. So good it hurts.
You know, not to discriminate against women, but because I don't know Jalen Hurts, I'm gonna have to give that a D plus.
D plus. The horn has been blown.
First lady. It's a
Gotta
D+.
put some D for the women's services, you know what I
Every lady got it.
mean? Only heterosexual things.
There, you really got it.
Rolling along with the ladies, Rachel
Just kidding,
Holland
it's better.
and her team touchdowns-a-lot. It's better.
Sorry, say it again.
Rachel Holland's team
Uh-huh.
touchdowns-a-lot-amous.
Yeah. C.
See,
C
great.
plus.
See, yeah.
No, C. C.
It's
Touchdowns,
creative. It's
hippopotamus.
humorous. It's
cute. It's cute.
Yeah.
Super cute.
Cute. Number 4, David, Mary Kate, or Ashley Olsen's Oaktown Black Holes.
Okay, well, here's the thing about this. There's so many things happening, right? So we get the Mary Kay and Ashley Olsen references, and we love them, and they're wonderful. It immediately brings to my mind all of their greatest hits.
Yeah.
Like Brother for Sale,
Parent
like
Trap?
Pulling an All Night.
No,
No,
that wasn't them.
Parent Trap was Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, that's
Got
right.
it together.
Not a twin. That was
Fake.
CGI.
It was fake.
Yeah, it was a lie.
No,
They
but
lied.
Back to
Oaktown Black Hole.
Full House. Yes.
Oh, sorry, yes.
So it immediately brings back a lot of nostalgic memories. Passport to Paris.
Great.
It Takes Two, Holiday in the Sun,
Yeah.
all of their old movies,
All
Full
the
House.
hits.
Everywhere you look, there are references.
For all your
Everywhere you
entertainment
look.
needs.
Yeah. And
It's so hot. It's so hot.
Black Holes.
Son, won't you
Much-
come? Sorry.
What?
Wash the pain away.
It's not about heroin.
Okay.
This is about Sound God. Oh my God.
Anyway.
Oaktown Black Holes.
Anyway, black holes. Things in space.
Okay.
Things on people's bodies. Pete Davidson's eyes.
Oh my God.
fuck?
Captain Butthole Eyes. Sorry.
I love Pete Davidson.
Oh my
Of
God.
course you do. Of course you
Speaking
do.
of black holes,
Okay.
that's what you're. Anyway.
Oaktown
I'm
Black
gonna give
Holes.
that a solid A minus.
Oh wow.
Fuck off.
Well
Okay.
done.
And
Okay.
because that sounds like if you take out the M,
Black holes.
no, A minus.
Anus. Well done. Wow.
Wow.
Next. Oh my
Next,
God.
number
That's
5.
really quality. That's
God damn it.
in-depth analysis.
Mike Mellon's The Hawk Blockers. His name is Mike Mellon.
It's
His
a great
team
name.
name is the
Great
Hawk
name.
Blockers because he's a Seahawks fan.
Okay, Mr. Mellon, excellent name. Just to it's clever, but patriarchy. So
Oh,
I'm gonna say 2 stars.
Woo!
stars.
2
Okay.
stars.
All right. Sage
Number 6.
Anderson.
Sage Anderson's
Yeah.
Texas Hill Country.
Barbecue.
Who doesn't love a barbecue?
Fuck roadside barbecue right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give that 7 condiments.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
Speaking of 7.
That's a high ranking. Dane Amonche, who's
No.
a manker. Dane Amanker, whose team name is Dane Amanker.
That's his team name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just call him the Cankers because he doesn't have a team name.
So
He just named the team
So
after
he didn't
himself.
even try.
He didn't even try.
That's arrogance. That's a 0.
Oh,
fuck
God.
off.
On a scale of A to F, he gets a 0.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
No condiments, nothing. All right. Number 8.
We're moving on.
We're moving. She's angry.
Oh my gosh. There was
Here
so much
for the
there.
pizza, Brian Burns.
You can be honest.
No one's taking the picture.
Okay, thanks. So, it's not his best. I've heard his best. It's not his best. However, it is very accurate. So I'm going to
cute.
say, I'm going to give it a pretty good.
A pretty good.
good.
C.
It's
That's
pretty
good. That I will take
She
that.
didn't say C. She just said it was pretty good.
Okay, number 9, Clint Wilton. Josh Jacobs Jingleheimer Schmidt. Another play on the name of one of the people on his
Which
roster.
one?
Josh Jacobs.
is the name of the running back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's funny. I'm going to give it a that's funny.
Wonderful. And
A
number
smiley face.
That's right.
Which
And-
is also equivalent to a B.
Oh, great. Number 10, Barry Hill's team, Pick 6 Sucker.
Can you explain that to me?
Yes, a pick 6 is what happens when a
Oh, in the
defensive...
lottery?
Nope, but
Close.
keep that in mind.
Very
Okay.
close.
A pick 6 is when a defensive player intercepts a quarterback's pass and then runs it back in the
Slower.
opposite... A defensive player catches a pass
Yeah.
and runs it back in the opposite direction
Which is
for a touchdown.
for their own...
For their... Yes,
Yeah.
the defense
Yeah.
scores on offense.
Yeah, they make
So the
offensive
interception
score.
is called
Words! Okay, defensive player gets the ball, turns around, runs back, so
Yeah.
he can...
because score
it's a
for his
men's
team.
league,
Yeah.
Yes.
can score for his team
Right.
on his touchdown.
On
side.
defense, right. It's very exciting because you're on defense, but then you score, which rarely happens.
Why is it called a pick 6?
Because an interception is called a pick, and
Oh,
then 6 is the points that you get for scoring a touchdown. Pick 6.
So if you do that, do you get to kick?
You then kick afterwards.
Which is
What's
her
that?
favorite part.
So it's pick 6
Yeah.
kicks.
Oh, so this is a smart one.
Oh, great. Okay.
Actually, is it? I don't know.
No, I don't.
Good job, Barry. We'll give it a 6.
Great.
6. That's a passing
Out
grade.
of a number I'm not going to tell you.
It's on a scale of 147. Don't feel so cocky.
Thank you for explaining that. I understand.
You are welcome.
Okay, last 2. Here we go. My brother's team, New Braunfels House of Pain. He lives in New Braunfels, which is a place in Texas.
Okay. Well, he's your brother,
Yeah.
so
You shit all over him
I don't.
And his
I'm
wife.
not into that.
and his wife.
Um,
He is though, I think.
Scat.
Great. There's no shame here. Great. Good job, buddy. I'm gonna give that a double A.
Double A.
Double
Wonderful.
Almost training bra status. All right. My team, Superb Owl Champions.
Who?
Well, because it's Super Bowl champions, but I just put the divide in the wrong place.
Oh,
And he's
solid.
also pulling it from What We Do in the Shadows.
When they went to the Superb Owl party.
the Superb Owl Party. And I love owls.
I love owls because they're nocturnal.
Oh, I'm giving you an Emmy for that.
Oh, I get a fucking
That's
award.
really good.
How about that for wrapping it up on a warm note? I would like to thank Lickety Split for
Wait.
joining us. What?
Are we not doing colors?
Tune in next episode when we do colors. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Lickety Split,
I'm
for joining
Brian
us.
Burns.
I am Brian Burns. Thank you for joining us in the very first episode of the 2023-2024 NFL season of The Loop Power Rankings, brought to you by
Science!
36 Pitch Productions from the NoHo Arts District Studios in Southern California's beautiful San Fernando Valley.
I'm Brian Burns.
I'm Brian Burns.
Still Matt Vega.
And thank you. Take care of each other. Be kind to yourselves. We will see you next time.